going to start, actually, let's start in child's pose and then we'll move kind of up and then we'll come back down. So when you're ready, let's come into child's pose and just take your time and just relax the belly forward and relax the forehead towards the earth. Nice. So on a hot day like this is one of the poses that are actually quite useful in helping us to cool down and to cool the mind and to help us to feel the breath. So instead of thinking about flexibility in this shape, just remember that flexibility is always a side effect of your practice. So it will come, we don't have to worry about it. We're just gonna meet our body as it is right now, as our bodies are, and just simply feel into your fingertips, feel into your entire torso, the length of the spine. You're gonna feel into the parts of the legs that are connected to the earth, the parts that feel like they're opening. And if anything feels uncomfortable, feel free to adjust or use some props, whether it's under your ankles or anything like that at all. Then let's take a little time here. Let's take about a minute here just to give this pose time to do its magic. Relax the tailbone. And relax the hips. And then there's nothing else to have to do. Just for the next minute, we're going to simply relax and simply be. So start sensing into your breath, into the interior of your breath, into how the lungs, as they receive the breath, perhaps there's a sense of the light and opening. The sides of the ribs are hugging the lungs. And then as you exhale, allow yourself to relax a little more, to soften the shoulders. Just taking our time here, transitioning breath by breath into returning to your body. Softening through the belly button. And as we were just discussing, just embracing our bellies as they are. So today, really letting the belly know that I'm celebrating your shape. I'm celebrating your roundness, your cuteness, your cuddliness. So just let your body know that right now you're gonna embrace yourself just as you are. And now be quiet for the next 10 breaths, just so that you have time to further deepen into your awareness and your connection to your breath. Notice what parts of the body begins to yield. Maybe the shoulders, maybe the hips. Notice that sense of arriving, of coming back. Great. And then taking your time from your child's pose, we're gonna bring ourselves up. And then let's transition into downward dog and make it an easy downward dog. Bend your knees, draw the hips up and draw the hips back. So take a few more moments here, just tracking out, arriving into this shape. Relax the head and the neck. And then we're gonna bend and straighten the legs a few more times. Not trying to make them more flexible, just trying to connect with them, connecting with How does it feel today to bend my knees and to draw my heels towards the earth? How does that feel today? Spread the hands and press all of the fingers down into the mat. Then we're going to transition, bringing the body forward into an easy plank just for a microsecond, rolling the shoulders back, drawing the heels back, belly button in. And then we'll soften the knees towards the earth, elbows to the sides of the ribs, and slowly letting the belly and the solar plexus come towards the earth. We're going to roll the shoulders back and draw the heart up. Then we're going to let ourselves gently twist side to side. Today, imagining that the right hip is reaching the earth more. Come back through the center, and then left hip reaching the earth more. Great, couple more times like this, just enjoying the twist, opening into the upper back, releasing some of that tension there. And then the sides of the hips. Then when you're ready, we're gonna draw the hips back, sliding into melting heart, arms sliding forward, forehead towards the earth. Take your time to find your position here. We're gonna take about 10 breaths here. So just have the hips right above the knees and draw the outer hips back. Chin is neutral, the chin is tucked towards the throat. And engage in a little Ujjayi breath. So it's almost like that Darth Vader breath where you close the throat just a little to slow down the movement of your in-breath and your out-breath. So that's just for you to hear it and doing it with your own breath. So slowly just closing a little bit that passageway from which the breath flows into the body. And then exhaling all of it again through the throat, through the nose. And you're taking about 5 more breaths like that at your own pace. Nice. Ujjayi breath helps us to bring the focus inward. It trains the mind, it tones our ability to breathe. It calms the nervous system. Nice. And then in your own time, we're going to walk the hands back. Hi, Mikhail. We're going to step the right foot forward and just lunging through the right knee, drawing the hips evenly forward. So we'll practice a little bit of breathing here with the arms just to become even more embodied with the breath. So inhaling, you're gonna bring your arms up, fingertips touching, leaning the heart back. And exhaling, you're just gonna let yourself rest the heart forward on the front leg, and you can stack your hands behind you, drawing the shoulders back. So tuck the chin here. We're gonna do this a few more times. Press down through your right foot and inhale, draw your arms up. Nice, and then exhale, stack the hands behind you, roll your shoulders back, draw your shoulder blades back, release the head. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, drawing the heart up, and exhale, rounding. Inhale, drawing the heart up. Exhale, rounding. One more like that. Inhale, drawing the heart up. And exhale, rounding. Great. From here, fingertips come towards the earth. We're going to take the hands to the inside of the right leg. And we're just going to let the right knee relax towards the earth. And we'll walk the left knee back. And then if it feels okay for you, you're gonna keep walking your hands forward. You're gonna try to kind of stretch out and forward and rest towards the earth. So we can be as high as we like or as low towards the earth as you like. It doesn't matter, just breathing here. We'll take about 10 breaths here. Just letting the outer hip relax and feeling the front of the left hip also receive the breath. Sense if the neck is neutral and let the neck become more neutral. Let the shoulders be a little more easeful, more fluid. Let the breath move the body. So even though the shape is passive, feel the breath floating the upper back towards the sky. And then as you exhale, relax where you are. Take 3 more breaths like that. Great, and then we're gonna tuck the back toes, bring the right foot on the mat again, and just lunging, a low lunge, drawing the right hip back, relaxing the shoulders again. Right hand comes to the right hip, and we're just gonna gently twist, drawing the right hip back, rolling open the collarbones away from each other. Great, keep it nice and easeful. Let the right sit bone relax towards the earth. Draw the belly button gently in as we turn the heart towards the sky. Nice, we'll take 2 more breaths like that. Nice, and then exhale, facing forward again. We're just gonna step the feet together towards the front of the mat. And hands either on the earth or against the shins. Inhale, lengthen, bend the knees, and exhale, fold. So we're gonna pulse like this a few more times. Hands against the shins or to the earth. Inhale, lengthen, neck is neutral, and then exhale, fold. So let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen, draw the outer hips back, draw the heart forward. Keep the neck relaxed, and exhale, fold. And 1 more like this. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, we'll fold. Great, and then hands coming back onto the earth. We're gonna step back into downward dog for a moment. Spread the hands, press down through all of the fingers, bend your knees, and draw the outer hips back. This time we're twisting, so bending one knee, then the other. Just creating ease in the body, so no need to effort too much at all. Just finding what is easeful to do today. Couple more breaths like that, just relaxing side to side, letting the neck really just get to relax and follow the momentum. Great, and then when you're ready, both knees to the earth, and we'll step the left foot forward. Nice. And once again, just relaxing the hips forward, squaring the hips evenly forward. We're gonna do our breathing again here on this side. So inhale, fingertips are gonna meet, and you're gonna lean the heart back. And then exhale, we're sweeping the arms back, stacking the hands, and just rounding through the spine a little. And again, doing it 4 more times. Inhale, we're gonna draw up. And exhale, rounding. Really let it get nice and juicy in the upper back and really feel that sense of opening, and just give it time to release. So 1 more. Nice, and then we're going to release the fingertips to the inside of the left foot. We're gonna drop the left knee a little more towards the earth, and we'll walk the right knee back. If you need any support under the right knee, you can take a pillow there. And then again, we're just walking the hands forward to wherever you can, and you're gonna release forward, either laying towards the earth, or stay a little higher if it feels like there's already plenty of sensation. And to check into how much you want to fold forward, check when the breath becomes uncomfortable. So you want to be before it's uncomfortable. You still want that easeful breath, that good and flowing breath. Great. And then let yourself just take your time here, breathing your fluidity in the breath, in the shoulders, in the neck. We'll take 3 more breaths like that here. Great, and then bring the left foot back, fingertips onto the earth. Bring the right knee in and we'll come into a lunge for a moment, extending the heart forward. Left hand comes to the left hip, and you're going to twist to your left. So drawing the left hip back, bending through the left knee, right heel extended back, turning through the mid back, the upper back. Tops of the shoulders are going to roll back and shoulder blades are going to gather towards the hips. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Great, and then we're going to step the feet together, facing forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, fold. We're going to inhale again, this time float the arms to shoulder height, lengthen the heart forward, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and exhale, soften and fold. So we'll do a couple more like this. Again, inhale, lengthen the heart, flow the arms open, and exhale, fold. And 1 more like that. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward, draw the sit bones away from the crown of the head, and exhale, we'll fold. Great, and then we're gonna bend one knee, then the other. You're gonna let the arms just drape, and you're gonna just enjoy the movement here. So just letting yourself round side to side, rolling the heart side to side. Great, and then press down through the feet, fold completely. We'll be rolling back up to standing. So press down through the feet, and inhale, we'll draw the arms all the way up. And palms together, palms to the heart. Very nice. So let's come into eagle arms. You're just gonna crisscross your arms, right elbow under your left, and we'll draw the elbows forward. We'll roll the shoulders back, and we're gonna step the feet wide apart, turning the toes away from each other. Nice, and again, we're gonna keep it easeful. So don't over effort, just keep it nice and simple. Bend the knees gently, elbows towards the solar plexus. And then as you press down, let's draw the elbows up and draw the heart up. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, and if you like, you can start rounding. And then press down through the feet, and we're gonna draw up. Just a couple more like that. And last one on this side. Great, and then just releasing the arms. We're gonna turn the left foot out, the right foot in, and right hand onto the right hip. We're just gonna walk the left fingertips down the left leg. So wherever you can go, wherever it feels again like that point where breathing is still nice and you have a little bit of sensation, open the heart, turn open the chest. And then if you like, extend the top arm. You can also feel free to just rest the arm on your hip today. So rolling that right shoulder back, lifting the heart, turning the heart open. Great, and then we're going to drape over the left leg for a couple of breaths, just folding. Bend through that left knee, transition, turn the right foot out, the left foot in. Great, and same thing here. Just gonna draw up and then exhale, left hand on the left hip, right fingertips walking down the right leg. Nice, pressing down gently through your fingertips to lift through the heart, and then we'll roll the shoulder blades away from each other and let the bottom tips of the shoulder blades lengthen down towards your hips. Relax the neck, tuck the chin, eyes as soft as they look up. Take a couple more breaths here. If it feels nice for you to extend the top arm, feel free to do that. Great, and then let's bend through that front knee, bring ourselves back. We'll come back to center, turn the toes out. This time left elbow under the right, and we'll intertwine. Great, so same thing here. Bend the knees and draw the elbows towards the solar plexus. Let yourself curl forward. And then pressing down through the feet. Inhale, we're just gonna gently draw the heart up, tuck the tailbone, lower back is long. And then exhale again, we're gonna fold. We're gonna do this 3 more times, pressing down through the feet, drawing the heart up. And then exhale, rounding. And drawing the heart back up. Do 1 more like this. Great, and then turn the left toes in, turn the right toes out. Then we're just gonna take a few moments just draping over the right leg. So relax the shoulders, relax everything, just breathing here as you allow the breath with your out breath to let you soften towards that front leg. Great. And then turning back towards the front of your mat, wherever that is for you, we're going to come back through downward dog for a little moment. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open up through the armpits by drawing your hips back. Let go of the head, nod a few times. And then turn the head left and right a few times. We're gonna flow forward through to that plank. Again, for just a little moment, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, press down through all of the fingers. And then relax the knees, belly peeling to the earth. And then inhale, we're gonna roll the shoulders back, draw the heart up, relax the lower back. And again, we're just gonna rock gently, side to side, through the hips. Just a few times, letting yourself enjoy that rocking. Great, and then let's come back through to a child's pose for a few more breaths, knees together this time. Arms are gonna drape back, drawing the belly button gently in and laying the whole belly, the heart towards the legs. So let it all come together here. Just take a few breaths here. Great, and then bring your fingertips towards the earth and just pressing down. Bring yourself back. Nice. Great. And then we're going to find our strap. So if you're gonna use the strap to reach your feet, you can do that and just have that nearby. You're also going to make sure that you have a little support under your neck. And if you have something that can help you bring the hips high, something stable and sturdy, like a couple of pillows that are high enough, we're going to bring the legs over that support. You're going to bring your sacrum, so not so much the lower back, a little bit lower than the waistband of your pants there. And we're going to take our time to come to lay down. So maybe if it feels nice to have a neck support, you're going to take one. I would take something that just fills in that curve under the neck. So actually I feel like this one is higher than I thought it would be. I'm gonna leave it. So just letting yourself be comfortable. And now we're just gonna take our time and we're gonna shimmy side to side on this support that's under the hips. Maybe if it feels good for you under the lower back, also do that. Relax your arms and let the arms just feel connected to the earth. We'll take a few breaths here, just right in the middle, with the knees bent, relax towards yourself. And the next 3 breaths, just really enjoying each breath, one breath at a time, nothing else to have to do. Nice, so we're coming to the yin portion of our practice here, our yin and restorative portion. So now you're just going to bend the knees a little more and let the weight of the legs kind of rock back a little so that your sacrum is tilted up and away and you feel some distribution of weight evenly through the backs of your shoulders. And that's all it is. If you need to extend the legs, if that feels good today, feel free to extend the legs. We're gonna hang out here for a few minutes. So really allowing our bodies to have the chance to drink in the shape, drink in that reversal of the effects of gravity on the bones, on the feet, and to help us connect even more towards what's happening in the body. We're gonna visualize the breath. So visualizing that you're breathing from the feet. So as you inhale from the soles of the feet, you're gonna breathe in, down the legs, through the hips, and then you're gonna sense the breath traveling through the back body, all the way through the lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders and neck, and then it goes over the top of the head and all the way back to your toes. So just breathing here, drawing these ovals, these energetic circles or ovals, whatever comes naturally in your visualization. I'm going to take another couple of minutes here. If it ever feels like a lot, feel free to bend the knees and relax here with the legs like this. So whatever is the most relaxing for you, just allowing the shape to help us to transition into the parasympathetic nervous system. And just allowing the eyes to be soft, or even to just let the eyes relax. Nice not to have to look at any screens right now. And just really drinking in the benefits of being present. Awareness comes back to that visualization of energy, of prana, the breath flowing through the body. We'll take about 10 more breath cycles like this, and again, just simply a number. You don't have to count. Drink in the breath through the soles of the feet and let it nourish through the ankles, through the calves, through the knees, through the hips, all the way through the lower back, the kidneys, the mid back, the lungs, the upper back, to our deer shoulders, relaxing the shoulders, the back of the neck, the back of the head, and then cycling gently through top of the head, all the way through the ether, back to the tops of the toes. So I'll be quiet now so that you can enjoy the remainder of this, just your own breath, your awareness, your experience. Allowing that circle of the breath to hold you. in your own time, you're gonna lengthen through the heels towards the sky, pressing the balls of the feet towards the sky. And we're just going to be using the inner legs to engage here as we open through the inner legs, letting the legs come to a wide-legged pose on our backs. So just still relaxing when you are letting the legs come out wide. And just still pressing through the heels, lengthening from the groin all the way along the inner knees to your heels. Just breathing there. We'll be pulsing through this a few times, so relax the feet, point the toes to the sky, and let the inner seam of the legs come together. And then flex the feet, press the heels, the balls of the feet towards the sky. And we're gonna open through the legs, lengthening away through the heels. And again, inhale, we're gonna point the toes towards the sky, bringing the legs together. And exhale, we're gonna let it gently lengthen apart. But just a few more times like this, you can let it be intuitive, whatever feels nice for you to explore that connection to the inner legs. Maybe they're somewhat neglected muscles and they might be feeling like, wow, this is actually work. So that's also very normal. Few more breaths like that. Nice, letting it be meditative for you. And then we're going to gently bend the knees, draw the knees towards the belly. Relax the hands on top of the shins and intertwine. And we'll draw the knees in towards the chest. And just breathing here, nothing else to have to do. Let the lower back just receive the breath here. And curling in, almost like a baby, just resting. Nice, and then take your time. Be mindful as you let the lower back, the hips relax again, and bring the feet back towards the earth. Great. Then we're going to adjust again your prop, just making sure that it's still feeling supportive and where it should be, which is right under the sacrum across the hips. You're gonna relax your arms back, either in cactus or you can lengthen the arms all the way back. Whatever feels best for you. If it doesn't feel too nice to have your arms extended and kind of hanging in midair, you can take your prop under the arms. Nice, and then again, shoulder blades are going to tuck under a little bit more. So we'll be doing some hip lifts here, just ever so gently. Again, we're not over efforting. So imagine that there's a magnetic force between the two inner knees, but they're not going to glue together. It's just like you're squeezing gently into an invisible block. So for the first 5 pulses, we're going to feel like we're squeezing in through the inner knees. And feel both the feet completely connected towards the earth. So when you inhale, we're going to press down through the arms, through the feet, draw the hips up, tuck the chin. And then when you exhale, extend the tailbone through the legs and relax back down. Keep the mind focused on that inner sense of drawing towards each other with the knees. Press down and again inhale. We're going to draw up, extend the tailbone. And exhale, lowering. Do a few more like that, nice and gentle, pressing down through the feet. Inhale, we're going to draw up. And exhale, resting back down. And one more like this. Inhale, we're going to draw up. Press down through all corners of your feet, all 8 corners of the feet. And then exhale, lowering. Great. And then we're going to bring the arms back again, tuck the knees, draw the knees in, interlace the hands over the legs, and we're just going to collect everything in. So just breathing into this, let the breath come to the lower back, let the breath come to the outer hips. Great. And then from there, we're gonna release the feet back towards the earth again. If it feels nice to have the hips supported like this, when we come into a twist, your hips can still be on the support. If it's better for you in your twist not to have anything under your hips, then you don't have to. So check out what works for you. We're gonna spread open the arms, palms facing up. And in your own time, let's gently bring the knees in. We're gonna rock the knees to the right and just look gently to your left. Tuck the chin a little. And again, we're keeping it nice and gentle. So inhale, bring the knees to the center. Exhale, knees to the left. And you're looking to your right. We're gonna do about 5 more cycles of this side to side. So with your own breath, just inhale to center. And exhale, bring your knees side to side. And again, I'll be quiet so that you can be simply in your experience. So gentle and deliberate. When that's complete, coming back to center. One more time, hug the knees in and just breathe. Great, and then we'll release the feet towards the earth. You're going to turn towards your side. And just taking your time to come back for a moment just so you can move the prop that was under your lower back. So we're gonna take that prop now, actually just off your mat. So we're gonna come into a side bend lying down before we move into other shapes. So all it is that shape where you're arching to your side, but you're lying down. So come to lay down. And again, make yourself comfortable. Feel both sides of the body, the hips especially, and the shoulders still connected to the earth. And then you're gonna walk your arms either again to cactus, or maybe they come up a little higher and left hand holds the right wrist. Then we're just gonna gently side bend. So you're going to kind of shift your shoulders more to the left now and let yourself arch to your left. Then you're gonna walk your feet gently to your left also, heels coming back together. And whenever you feel like there is enough of a side bend sensation, of a stretch, then you're just gonna relax there and kind of work on noticing the ribs and letting both sides of the ribs face evenly up. Just breathing into everything that's there. And again, if the arms feel more comfortable with support, take your pillow under the forearms or even under your wrists and just let it hang out there. So we'll hang out for about a minute here, just breathing here, just enjoying that opening. It's luxurious to breathe. A lot of the time we tend to run out and chase things and experiences. It's also very luxurious, a very nice thing to get to do, to just breathe and notice your breath and be breathing. It's like a little treat for ourselves. Very normal to forget to breathe through the day as we tackle things and things. So let's take about 10 more breaths here together, just letting our breath nourish us. Letting the side body feel more connected from the right heel all the way to the right wrist. Great, and then relax to come back to the center. And you can rest in the center, kind of almost like Shavasana, letting the body just relax evenly. And take a few more moments to really let the nervous system drink this in, let those neural paths be built, where you felt opening, where you felt more freedom in your right side. So let the ribs feel what it was like, how it feels now, the experience of being open. Great, and then in your own time, we're just gonna lazily bring our arms back. Our cooling practice today, right hand holds the left wrist. Relax the arms behind you, keep the shoulders relaxed. And then side bend to your right, shifting the shoulders more to your right. Once you're comfortable, walking the feet slowly to the right, and again finding that side bend where you feel enough of an opening in the hips, in the side body. And it could be a little challenging here. It could be not just completely easeful. If so, you can back off just a little, just make it easeful enough and yet enough sensation to engage you, enough sensation to let that opening, that release happen on its own. And then again, just keeping the eyes soft and just coming back to your breath. As you breathe, letting the back ribs, both sides, relax towards the earth. Letting the shoulders, the hips relax towards the earth. And inner heels out together. We'll take about 10 more breaths here, just luxuriating in being and breathing. Nice. Take another deep breath in and exhale everything. Great. And then in your own time, when you feel ready, come back to center. And then if it feels better for you when we're bringing the legs in towards the body to have some support under one of the knees, you're just gonna come up and grab again whatever pillow or support you like under the knees. And also finding your belt and having that handy so that you can connect even more easily to the right leg. And then lift the hips again evenly and lower. So a couple more times like this, draw the hips up and lower. Make sure your back body feels even. From there, we're gonna bring the belt around the right foot. So the belt is over the sole of the right foot. We're gonna press the right foot up. Left leg is gonna lengthen into that support. And then nice and simple, begin with the right knee micro bend. Make it so easy that it feels really good. And then from there, you're just gonna add a little bit more of a lengthening towards yourself. So maybe you can draw the leg all the way in, which is totally fine. And you can do that, or maybe it feels nice to have the leg where it is and just breathe into it. Rock a little side to side. Make sure the right hip is not higher than the left. So even that out again. Nice. And we're going to hang out here for half a minute. Just connecting to the leg. Arms are relaxed. We're just allowing the weight of the arms to act on our behalf, to draw the leg in. There's no efforting. Face is soft. Eyes are soft. Belly is easeful. Over the next few breaths, see how much you can let the out breath help you to melt towards the earth more. Great, and then for some of you, you might be holding your foot right now. You can hold then the outer edge of your right foot and bring it over into a twist. Or if you're using the belt, then still left hand now connects only to the belt. Right arm's gonna relax to your side. We're gonna come into this side twist. You can bend your left knee so that the left knee is more relaxed and you can feel the opening in the outer hip more. Great. We're just going to relax here again. Relaxing the neck, tuck the chin a little bit. Turn the head to look towards the right side. And then the eyes again can just relax and close if you like. Breathe here for about half a minute, just allowing gravity again to do its thing. And feel your breath now traveling more through the side body. More breath is able to flow than before. And noticing maybe the left outer hip is kind of efforting. See if you can let go of that. Noticing any sense of efforting or exertion. Then we're going to deliberately practice kind of moving away from a sense of exertion. So just discovering what feels like a balanced challenge or easeful opening, letting things unfold. Take about 10 more breaths there. Every exhale softening. We're taking 3 more breaths like this. Beautiful. Then we're going to slowly come back, relax, and just let the belt relax, let the hands relax, come back into your Shavasana shape. Just take a few more moments in the center, noticing anything different. Noticing any flow, any kind of bubbling or rippling through the body. Allowing that fascia, the membrane, and the kind of connective tissues to relax. Great, and then in your own time, we're gonna bend the left knee, and again adjusting to make sure both the hips feel even. Then you're gonna bring the left foot against the belt. Extend the right leg. You're gonna make sure that the left hip is even with the right, so the left hip is not higher than the right. And again, relaxed hold on the belt, gravity helping us to just use the weight of the arms to kind of relax and let the leg go wherever it may go towards the body. We'll hang out here for about half a minute, letting that breath distill as it has been, deepening over time. Shoulders are neutral. And if you notice the body kind of rising into any kind of struggle, then deliberately make it a little bit easier. Micro bend your knee. And really study your body's response to when you come into a balanced efforting versus an over-exerting efforting. Nice. Then again, if it's your hand that's holding your leg, right hand holds the outside of the left foot, and you're going to draw your leg across into your twist, or right hand on the belt, and then bending both the knees a little, let yourself twist over to your right side. You're going to let the right knee bend and just relax and let gravity again open up into the left hip, the IT bend, all the way through the ankle to your left foot. So opening the right palm, the left palm towards the sky. Nice. And then the face is soft. If you want to have a bit more of a neck kind of twist, then you're going to tuck your chin and turn to look towards the left fingertips. So to your outstretched arm. And again, let everything just begin to rest into the shape. So instead of making the shape, we're allowing ourselves to just unfold into our own interpretation of the shape. We'll hang out here for half a minute, as we were saying earlier, just embracing our bodies just as it is today, just as your body is today, embracing where you are, as you are. So interestingly, self-acceptance is being studied more and more, and it's really one of the most effective ways to release some of that agitation in our lives. So self-compassion, welcoming of our experience, allowing our responses to these experiences to just be embraced, and also knowing that you have the choice to choose your engagement. I'm going to take 5 more breaths here. 1 deep cycle of breath at a time, allowing everything to distill. In your own time, gently bend both the knees and engage the belly button. Bring yourself back to center. We're going to stabilize through both the feet so the feet are hip width apart as we do a tiny bridge to bring the hips up and extend again, and exhaling to lower. So a few times like this, just pulsing, drawing the hips up and relaxing them back towards the earth. Nice. And then with the knees bent and the feet resting on the earth, hug the shoulders with both hands, so crossing the arms. You're going to let yourself rock side to side. And then you're going to deliberately rock the knees to the opposite direction as the shoulders. So knees to the left, shoulders to the right, and knees to the right, shoulders to the left. I'm going to do that a few times. Nice. And then it's time for your Shavasana. So taking any of the props that you need, or maybe you're already there, just lengthening out through the legs. You're going to tuck the chin and just gently curl in through the upper back, hands under your head. Let yourself gently rock side to side for a few more breaths as you prepare for your Shavasana. And then when everything feels evened out, just relaxing, closing the eyes, and allowing yourself to be unconditionally supported. Draw a breath in, and as you exhale, relax into the embrace of support. And just relax into the holding of the generous earth. Nothing else to have to do. And I'll let you know when Shavasana is complete. So if you have a little more time, feel free to stay in Shavasana. And if you're readying to bring yourself back, then just gently deepen your breath and bring your awareness back to the body against the earth. Great, and we'll transition to our side and towards any comfortable seat. Then bringing the hands on the heart with our eyes softly closed. Just allow yourself to dedicate your practice to whoever you want to benefit today, whoever you want your sense of peace to ripple out to today. We'll chant Om to seal this practice. So taking a breath in. Om. Bringing the palms together, bowing towards our hearts and to each other. Namaste.